Once upon a time, there lived a man named Joseph. He's a nice and generous man who helped his family and his communities by giving donations. He was known throughout his community as a cheerful giver. But behind his friendly face lies a dark and a sinister secret. He had different phones in which he chats different girls online. He would promise them love and money and then invite them over to his house. When they visit him, he would offer them drinks, which was spiked. When they dozed off, he would take advantage and kill them. Joseph is involved in organ trafficking. He would trick girls into coming to his house. He would kill them and sell their body parts to make money. He targeted young girls who were easily swayed by money and material things. One day, he met a young girl named Lucy online. Lucy is an undergraduate who is studying mass communication in the university. She came from a good Christian home. She isn't easily swayed by money and very spectacular in choosing who she can be friends with based on how she was brought up. Joseph tried to get her to come visit him in his house, but Lucy refused. She didn't fall for his sweet words. Joseph couldn't deliver an order he had received because Lucy didn't come over as he had expected, and he lost a lot of money. This made him mad. He muttered to himself, "No girl has ever refused me before, but this girl Lucy did. Now I am obsessed. I will make sure to get her by all means possible and inflict on her a more painful death. She is going to wish she never refused me." Since he wasn't able to deliver his last order, he decided it's better to get more girls available so it will be easier for him. Joseph kept more than 30 girls in his boys' quarters, so anytime he gets orders, he would eliminate one of them or two, depending on the quantity needed. Whenever he visited his community, he would share money to people and some foodstuffs to women. This came to the attention of a pregnant woman who had been abandoned by her husband. She needed help, and so when she heard that Joseph is helping some people, she went to him for help. He promised to help her on the condition that she would follow him to the city. She agreed, since she didn't have an option. But when they got to the city, Joseph tied her up and threw her in the boys' quarters where the other girls were. The pregnant lady was always crying and making noise, which made Joseph angry. He decided to kill her first. In her final moments, she cursed Joseph that he would pay for all his crimes one day. Joseph didn't pay heed to her. He killed her right there. The other girls, on seeing this, trembled with fear. Realizing the danger they were in, Joseph cut out the parts of the pregnant lady's body and divided it for his clients. Joseph decided that his next target would be Lucy. Since she made him lose so much money, I will pretend to love her and make sure to lure her to my house. I will make sure she begs for her life and finally send her to hell, Joseph said, laughing maniacally. Joseph called Lucy on the phone and requested they meet up, at least to get to know each other. Lucy agreed and asked him to meet up at her school. Joseph agreed and drove to her school. When he got there, he called Lucy and asked her to come meet him in a hotel. But Lucy refused and said she wanted to meet in an open place. She sent Joseph an address. They met in a nice cozy restaurant. Joseph looked at her and smiled. "Wow, you look so pretty and have got a nice shape." Lucy smiled and thanked him for the compliment. Joseph looked at her and thought to himself, "I would have taken you as my girlfriend, but she made me so angry. I have killed lots of girls like you, even more pretty ones. But not to worry, you will soon join them. Lucy was accompanied by her two friends. Since she was meeting Joseph for the first time after months of texting online, she didn't want to go alone. They engaged in lively conversations, getting to know themselves. When they were about leaving, Joseph gave Lucy's friend a large sum of money and gave Lucy some, but she refused. She scolded her friends for accepting money from Joseph. One of Lucy's friends, Anna, encouraged Lucy to accept to date Joseph, as he is a generous and a good man. But Lucy refused. "You know it's hard to find a handsome and wealthy man these days," Anna said, feeling frustrated. "You are missing out, oh. I wonder why you're throwing away your luck like that." Despite what Anna said, Lucy stood firm on her decision. Joseph kept wooing Lucy, showering her with gifts and money, but Lucy didn't accept any of it. Joseph told her that all he is doing for her is purely out of love. He pleaded she give him a chance and promised she won't regret it. Joseph attempted to win over Lucy's friends with money and pleaded they help him win over Lucy. Lucy's friends continued to persuade Lucy to accept Joseph. Eventually, Lucy agreed to date Joseph. Lucy also agreed to come meet him in his house. She asked Joseph for his home address, but Joseph refused, telling her she wouldn't be able to find it. Instead, he will come pick her up when she gets to the city. Lucy told her friends about her visit and shared Joseph's phone number in case of any emergency, and then set out to Joseph's city. When she got to the park, she called Joseph and informed him. Joseph told her to wait for some minutes as he was coming to pick her up. However, after their conversation, Lucy received a call from her mom, who told her that her younger sister was involved in an accident near her school. Without wasting any time, Lucy boarded a bus to her sister's school. She tried calling Joseph to inform him about the recent developments, but he kept ignoring her calls. Joseph later called her back, but was angry when he learned that Lucy could no longer make it. Lucy explained the situation at hand to him, which he later understood and expressed his love for her before ending the call. Lucy stayed with her sister until she recovered and then returned to school. Joseph continued his heinous crimes, not caring a bit for human life. Joseph kept insisting on meeting Lucy, which she later agreed to, and promised to spend a quality time with him. Joseph hasn't spent so much time trying to woo a lady before, but Lucy is making it so difficult for him. This made him so angry, but he was determined to do anything it takes to get Lucy. Lucy called Joseph and told him that she would come over during the weekend. This made him so happy. Finally, her death is so near, and she don't even realize it, he muttered. Lucy surprised him with a visit, as Joseph didn't know the particular day she would come over during the weekend. She called him and asked him to come pick her up at the park. Joseph wasn't really happy, as he had so many deliveries to make that day. He went to the park and picked her, and then took her home. He provided her with some things to make her comfortable and asked her to feel at home. He explained that he had to go to work, but would return the next morning, as he didn't know she would visit that day. Lucy told him to go attend to his work, as she would be able to manage on her own. Joseph left for his work, leaving Lucy all alone at home. She was making herself comfortable by eating and drinking. At night, she heard some frightening noise outside the house, which made her very scared. She gathered the courage to go outside and find out where the noise was coming from. When she got outside, she noticed that the noise was coming from the boys' quarters. She peeped through the door, only to discover more than 50 women tied up inside with blood everywhere. She thought of going inside, to get her phone and call the police, but she said that it would take time. So she found a sharp object and opened the door. She saw many girls and freshly harvested body on the floor. She stood frozen at the door. She felt disgusted by what she saw, and the place also smelled badly, with human skull everywhere. Lucy asked them why they were tied up. One of the girls told her that they met Joseph online. He invited them over and they came. He gave them juice to drink. After drinking the juice, they would doze off. When they woke up, they found themselves tied up here. Joseph kills girls every day. We don't know when it will be our turn. Please help us. They pleaded. Lucy helped to untie some of the girls, and they helped to free the others. Lucy went inside to get her phone and called the nearest police station. She informed them on the situation on ground and gave them the address. The police arrived immediately at the location and rescued the girls and surrounded the premises. The next morning, Joseph returned home unaware of what had transpired. The police asked Lucy to stay in the house so as to help them to gather enough evidence and possibly a confession from Joseph. Joseph entered the house. He harbored dark thoughts about Lucy, intending to inflict on her a more painful death. He saw Lucy sitting on the sofa. She greeted him warmly like nothing had happened. He went into the kitchen and got a glass of juice for her. He offered it to her, but Lucy declined, saying she doesn't want to drink. Okay, you won't be needing it though, since you won't be alive for long, Joseph said coldly. Confused, Lucy asked what he meant, but Joseph laughed maniacally. You stupid girl, you don't even realize what you have gotten yourself into. You won't be leaving this house alive. Lucy remained calm despite his threats. I'm glad I paid you a surprise visit. There are lots of evidence and witnesses against you, and now an open confession. Just then, the police came out of hiding and handcuffed him. Now, who is the stupid one? Lucy said, laughing out loud. Wicked man, your sins have finally caught up with you. Now you will rot, she added. Joseph was enraged upon realizing that Lucy had set him up. The police then took Joseph to the police station. The police expressed their gratitude to Lucy for helping to save the girls who have fallen prey to Joseph's crimes. Joseph confessed to his crimes and also implicated those involved in the illegal business. They were all arrested and taken to court, where they were given a death penalty by hanging. Justice was served. Lucy opened an organization to educate girls and urged them not to fall victims to the evil predators in the country. Thank you for watching, guys. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and share to your loved ones. And please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified of our new story. And also, share your thoughts on the comment section. Thank you and God bless. Bye.